finish to a night. I think that we hadn't had one of these in a while, and I mean this all year. I mean the opportunity to, to kind of do some things we need to do early on, get ourselves in a situation where a lot of guys that deserve a lot of opportunities to get out there and play haven't had a lot of those opportunities to play. And for these guys to get some of those opportunities tonight, I'm really happy for us. I'm really happy for them. I'm happy for us to get an opportunity to evaluate those guys, to see what they've been working for and to see what the future really holds. And that's what this is about, November. November is about championships. November is about playing your best ball. And I'm happy to say that, after last week with the issues we had, I'm going to say issues, but with the struggle we had and the type of game we had, for our guys to come out tonight, believe in one another, have the confidence to be aggressive still, and play the way they did, we got an opportunity here in November to make something happen.
Question. How do you make that decision when you make that line, like the second wave coming in?
Well, we don't like to do it all at once. I think that we kind of talk about it throughout the year, but we got 1As and 1Bs, and sometimes those guys are playing a lot in games. This was an opportunity maybe for us to get some of those other guys that are considered maybe 2s that haven't had the experience, don't get the experience. You really like to do it in at times here and there, but you can't be selfish. I know it was hard for Coach Freeman and some of them to get those guys out in those last drives, but being the head coach now, you can kind of get away from just the selfish nature, one side of the ball, and say, no, we got to have an opportunity for some of these guys. I know stats are a big deal, and we're greedy in some of those situations, but we're also making sure we can get the guys some experience that they need.
What does the tight end of Josiah's skill set sort of open up for the rest of the offense?
It makes a lot of matchup issues. I think the thing that Josiah has grown to do is to be able to do a lot of different things, and it's not just, hey, 83's flexed out, they're throwing the football, 83's in, he's more of a pass target. The ability for him to block, to be an off back, to H back, to motion across, to line up in line. I just think it doesn't give people the ability to pinpoint exactly what's going on with him, which gives him an opportunity to have some better matchups in some situations. But he's come a long way, and I really mean that. From in the 3 years I've been here, is his ability to, be a complete player, and he's got a bright future.
You didn't get a long look, but you got to see Ben get out there and throw a little bit.
Yeah, no, it would have been nice to continue to give him some more opportunities, even in that second half. But you also don't want to be rude to what's going on as well. So there's a balance there. We had some opportunities for other guys to get some carries too, as opposed to just Ben slinging the ball around. But it was great. He deserves it. There's a bright future there. I think that it's not too hard to see that we've got somebody behind Dez that we've got a lot of confidence in. And if there's a situation at any point in time, I don't think the offense will miss a beat.
So often, a lot of these games get out of hand early in the season. Is there any advantage to have a November game?
Well, we haven't had one, like I said, but I don't know. I think that as long as you don't get guys hurt, I think that's the only thing I worried about going out there at half. By nature, you have a tendency to let down. And that's not like in your play, but that's just standing around piles. That's just, the attention to detail, the little things that happen in a second half, maybe when you're up by 40 points. So our guys, that was more of my, what I was more concerned about. But hopefully that we didn't get a lot of, guys dinged up. We got a lot of opportunities for some other guys that's going to vote well for us down the road. But if you really look at us defensively, not as much offensively because the O-line is thin, but we've had the ability to play a lot of guys all year. So this was the first time maybe to at home to have a chance to get some of those other guys that are going to be critical for the development and the future of our program. I don't know. Was he not out there tonight? He didn't play tonight. So we'll reevaluate him again tomorrow and see how he's doing. Well, hopefully it'll be a big. I mean, obviously it's going to be a big game, but hopefully that we learned a lot last week, from going on the road and what it's like, and we talked about it, before the game about the respect, not just of your opponent, but the respect that you got to have for energy and momentum within a game. That what it can do, like last week, not that we didn't respect our opponent, but the energy and momentum that they created at home, throughout that game, was tough for us to overcome. And so hopefully there's a lot of growing that we did from last week into this week, and then going on the road again. Regardless of what's at stake, to me it's more about, hey, what did we learn from last week as we take another opportunity to go on the road?
Point barrier, is the deal okay? Can you up a certain amount?
No, I don't know that there is. And it's not in jeopardy of a game maybe per se, but in jeopardy of guys letting down, in jeopardy of, some of the selfish things where, these guys, maybe the ones and have worked so hard to go in there and, preserve a shutout or do what they've done, and then, we go in there and we aren't quite as sharp as we should be, and then those guys don't have that same feeling that what they work for. But I think it's more so just, hey, our guys going to go in there with still the same attitude, with still the same attention to detail, because if not, you put yourself in harm's way.
Number one, you wouldn't like to bring this all tonight, so obviously that rank would probably be higher as the defense is what do you feel like is the impact on that?
Well, I've said it. Mike's a catalyst. I know that he didn't have as many yards as Jared tonight, but there's one thing to throw in the football that everybody loves. There's another thing to run in the football that I think that our program and our team loves, and I think it just generates and creates a lot of momentum. I said it's the most powerful thing you got, whether it's momentum in your program, in the locker room, especially in a game. And when we can run the football, and Mike in particular, when he can run the football and he kind of goes the way he goes, it gives energy to everybody, not just the offense, but the defense included. And he's a big factor to what we're doing. Thank you.